One of the top 8 e-commerce niches in the world is the beauty and personal care niche. You can see it in this Shopify Statistica sourced chart that I posted on X. And today, what I want to do is go over one of the top dogs in this industry on Shopify. These guys are doing an estimated $75 to $150 million in revenue, and their store is absolutely brilliant. So I want to highlight it, go through it, and take some notes on some things that we could use for our portfolio of e-com stores and also for some of our clients that we run ads to. And hopefully that helps you guys too. So on Store Leads, we can see this store is estimated to be doing 2.2 million a month. Now, I think that's actually, in this case, a conservative estimate. This store does sell things outside of Shopify too. They do retail, and they've actually raised a lot of money. So they were founded in 2015, and they've raised nearly $250 million, $250 million with a B. And it was founded by a woman from Southeast Asia, which is super cool. And yeah, they got a really cool story. It was founded in 2015, so it's really not that old for how big it is. I mean, this is basically like $1 billion company at this point. And what they do is they sell customized hair care. So it's not just your traditional hair types of products. You can actually customize them to fit your needs. So let's actually go through that, right? Like, this is a very beautiful layout right here. Super simple products, or super simple looking products. Let's take a look at the repairing shampoo. That sounds pretty good, right? So how you do this is, they got a very simple, I mean, it looks like just your normal, like, Shopify shrine theme, like, branded drop shipping store, to be honest with you, which I love to see this I personally am a big fan of that model for launching your business. So let's pick a color. So let's do this color. This is actually a really interesting note right here. The first thing that the preset default option here is a subscribe and save, which a lot of people, I've told this to some clients, for example, that we've worked with that have subscription types of products or, monthly recurring revenue products, and they're hesitant to do this. They think it's unethical to have this be the preset option, like the default option. However, you see even billion-dollar brands do it, and it's really not unethical, right? I mean, you shouldn't do this just because a billion-dollar brand does it, but you should do it because it's actually smart. It's not unethical. People can just, pick the one-time purchase, but they actually get to save money if they subscribe, and they're not being obligated to subscribe. So let's actually click Customize My Formula and see how this goes. So basically, once you pick the product that you want, you take a quiz, and it's like a 2-minute quiz. I don't want to do it right now, but it's a pretty cool quiz, and then it gives you the right product that you should use. Now, if we look at their ingredient list here, this is a really smart thing to have for a store like this, right? Is the actual ingredients that you use and their benefits, because right now there is a ton of wellness products going around. I actually love this layout right here. There's a ton of wellness products going around, and honestly, people just want stuff that works these days. They don't really want just all the promises. TikTok Shop is like accelerating this sort of like promise first approach as opposed to actual efficacy, which is good short term for brands, but long term it's going to be pretty bad, I think. So I think if you can start thinking about your products and how they work better, you're going to be very well positioned for the long term. And I really love how they laid out all their product ingredients. I think if you have some sort of brand that has a bunch of product ingredients like this, this is a really good idea. And let's see, if we click one of these, it sends you to some just education around that product, and then around that ingredient, and then which product has that ingredient in it. That is so smart. I love that. I think that's actually such a genius funnel. It's like an educational funnel. And all this stuff, for example, could be used for email marketing too, which is actually one of the things that I wanted to highlight about this store, is that they are using Omnisend. So shout out to Omnisend and their team. I think Omnisend is the best email marketing app right now, along with Klaviyo. However, Omnisend is like a fraction of the cost of Klaviyo, so I am all in on Omnisend right now. Actually, recently I posted on my X profile this store that we just launched. less than 2 weeks ago, and we've already scaled it to over $8,000 a day. And we're using OmniSend for this store. So all these new projects, as I say here in 2025, my team and I will be focusing more on launching our own internal projects and potentially acquiring brands, as opposed to taking on unlimited amount of clients and affiliate partners. We want a limited amount of clients and affiliate partners. We're still going to continue to work with some clients and affiliate partners, but I definitely want our team to focus more on launching our own stuff, right? And we'll be using OmniSend for every single store. So make sure you use OmniSend. I've been linking them in the description of this video and most of my videos as well, because you can get a 30% off your subscription, and you can start with a free trial. So shout out to OmniSend. Love the team over there. I really, really want to see them win. Now, let's actually look at their Facebook ads. So one thing I really love about their Facebook page here is their intro says the world leader in customizable beauty. I really love the idea of being a world leader, and even just saying that just kind of gives your brand a sort of aspirational vibe to it. And I love those sorts of things, right? I think being a world leader in whatever industry you are should be your goal, right? I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't dream big. Dreaming big or dreaming small, it's going to be pretty much the same effort. So might as well go big, right? Now, one thing that's surprising to me is that they're not running a ton of meta ads. I guess it's probably because one of their biggest social traffic sources is YouTube. But Facebook is the next one. So although they're not testing a ton of ads, they're certainly spending a lot of money on ads. Otherwise, this wouldn't be, the social traffic distribution that we'd see on SimilarWeb. This is a SimilarWeb Pro subscription, which is one of the benefits of following my channel, right? You get to explore all of these expensive softwares. This is like $150 or $200 a month, and you get to use it for free. Same with Crunchbase. This information here is like $500 a year. You got to pay that in order to access it. So pretty cool stuff just from following the channel for free. You get to learn, you get to access all these tools and learn the latest tech. So anyways, what I want to see here first and foremost is their copy, right? I really love to observe how brands do their copy. And, a lot of it is the same. And I see so many similarities with this store from like how some of our best practices are for like launching branded dropshipping stores, or what I've seen like the top branded dropshipping stores do. It's very clean headlines or copy like this, right? So customized hair will make your hair even more beautiful. Here's why. Heart, tailored just for your hair goals, natural ingredients, better for you and the planet, customized scent and color your way. They're using these emojis. They're very cute. And they're saying their offer is 20% off your first purchase. That's their offer. That's another thing I see a lot. People don't really focus too much on their offers when it comes to e-com. Like they just make a product and they're like, here it is. And maybe that's great for some products, but for most products, you should probably try to build some sort of offer, right? If you can offer 20% off your first purchase, and again, they're very smart at this because they're not really sacrificing anything by doing that, because 20% off the first purchase is what you get by buying the subscription. So it's not like they're actually giving people 20% off a one-time purchase. They're giving people 20% off if they subscribe. So they're getting monthly recurring revenue from these orders. It's actually so brilliant. So that's a really good thing that you can position as your offer if you have a subscription product, right? It's like, oh, you get 20% off your first purchase, but it's actually only if you subscribe. Now let's take a look at one of these ads, right? I'm not going to turn the sound on because it might be copyrighted, but you need to ditch your old shampoo and get a customized hair care line. All I did was complete a 2-minute quiz and receive this is Function of Beauty and it's customized hair care line. This is catered to your hair type and damage level, and I have wavy hair that is oily on the scalp. Ooh, I like how she made it very specific to her, because I know a lot of people are going to relate to that. Dry at the ends, help me achieve my hair goals by making it stronger. One thing too I see is like, if you're a man and you're running a women, like a product that is targeted towards women, make sure you do your research, right? Because it's really hard as a man to like relate to any of these things, right? Because I guess I don't care enough about my hair. Maybe that's just me. I can't speak for other men out there. But I don't really worry about these things. So I wouldn't know like the actual pain behind those things unless I asked a woman in my life, right? So that's why it's also a smart idea to connect with other women and see what their pain points are. And this is also why we're seeing a lot of women just completely demolishing the competition in their businesses, in their categories, just because they really understand like how to sell to women and what women want. So yeah, super cool stuff. I mean, this is a lot of information that I just gave you at once, and I hope that you can take it and apply it to your brand. I really like this copy, this offer. I love their site, how simple it is. It's really awesome, honestly. And I love to see that they're going so hard on YouTube, because YouTube is one of the strongest platforms. I mean, for organic content, for paid, I still think Meta is the best paid platform, but for organic, nothing's beating YouTube anytime soon. So, yeah, that's about it for this one. Peace.